Synthetic silver. Do you really own your silver? Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching Yankee Stacking. Do you own your silver? Well, most of you watching my video will probably say, of course, Yankee, I stack. I have all kinds of silver. I love my silver. Well, that's great. But I want to help some people understand that there are three basic ways to own silver. And they're not all alike. In fact, there are some significant differences between them. Now, the first one is pretty straightforward. You buy silver physically and you have it in your possession. Okay, you buy the metals. You bring it home, you put it in your safe or hide it somewhere, or at least you should. Okay, you have legal title and ownership of your silver. That's great. The second way you can own silver is allocated silver, which means having a silver or gold, which you, the investor, possesses legal title and ownership, but you don't have it at home. You don't have it in your vault. You store it in a third-party storage facility somewhere, and it's segregated under a legal identity. All right. There are some really good, very reliable, very trustworthy vaults all around the world where you can store your silver and gold. It's yours. But the key here is that the silver and gold is not with you. It's allocated, the bar is there, the coin is there, and it has your name on it, but yeah, you just can't go and hold it and look at it. Now, there are many vaults like that. I like the Delaware Repository, and I've checked them out for a while now. I've heard some great things about them. And by the way, I am not being paid or compensated in any way from the Delaware Repository. I just know who they are, and I've studied them and looked at different vaults around the world, actually. So the Delaware Depository has a great name. It's a privately held precious metals custody and distribution center. It was founded back in 1999. It's located in Wilmington, Delaware. And this is something I just learned recently, customers can actually store their bullion with them either there in Delaware or in Orange County, California, or even internationally in Canada or Switzerland. I think that's pretty cool. The third way of owning your silver is by purchasing synthetic silver. And that means that an investor has exposure to the benefits of gold and silver's price going up, but they don't have any legal title or ownership to the physical silver. So those are the three basic types. And as you know, I'm a stacker, so most of the silver that I buy is the first type, right? I often say, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. I love stacking silver, and I put all my silver and gold securely tucked away in my own vault, all right? I put it in a safe. I protect it myself. However, this bar that I'm holding right here is not actually mine. It is in my physical possession, but I don't own it. And I sure wish I did own it because it is blazing hot. I absolutely love it. Look at that. The 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. 10 ounces of 999 fine silver. Just look at the back of this. This is where it just... Oh man, I've been staring at this thing for entirely too long. You could see the 4 horsemen. Now the first one, the one holding the sword, is the red horse. That is the rider who is bent on conquest. All right. And then you see next to him the rider on the white horse. He's got a bow in his hand. The next one is the black horse. And that one has a scale on his arm for the economy and money. The last one is the sickly green or pale horse, has the scythe in his hand. And that's the death horse. So 4 incredible horsemen of the apocalypse. This is one cool bar, and I don't own it. Okay. Again, I wish I did, but I don't. It's owned by Tim. He purchased this and a bunch of other silver. In fact, silver I don't even have out yet. And he let me take possession of it. All of these are going to be part of an auction that I am going to do on an upcoming Ask Yankee live stream. You got to watch to the end of this video to catch the details about how to take part in this upcoming auction. But in a sense, this is an allocated piece of silver, okay? I have it in my safe. It belongs to Tim. He owns it. And if I want to stay on speaking terms with him, I'm not going to forget that fact. The third category, synthetic silver, is where things get funky, all right? You invest your money in a silver product, but in this case, the synthetic silver, you have no legal title or actually own any specific silver or gold bar or coin. You've purchased a share in silver. Essentially, someone owns a pile of silver somewhere, and rather than actually buying a specific bar or coin, you're buying a share of that pile. You know, the Perth Mint is an example of this arrangement. And, you know, of course, it's been in the news over the past couple months. And it can work well if you want to trade silver, but not actually hold it like this, all right? You can take possession of the silver from, you know, the Perth Mint if you wanted to, actually from the Delaware Depository as well. If you really want to take possession, you can convert the synthetic position into a real tangible bar or coin. You'll have to pay a fee, and then you'll have to wait, and then you might have to hope that they have the physical silver to give you, but, you know, that's how you can get it. Sometimes they will actually take a big 1,000 ounce bar of silver and melt it down and fabricate a coin around. And that can take a lot longer too. That is essentially what the Perth Mint was claiming when everybody was scared it didn't have enough silver. They said, no, it's there. It just needs to be fabricated for those who want to take ownership, physical ownership of the silver. And it could take months to get it. Another type of synthetic silver are ETFs. These are primarily a legal structure called a trust. When you buy an ETF, what you're technically buying is a piece or a unit of that trust, which means you have a share of a legal entity, but you don't actually have any direct ownership of any underlying silver inside the trust. If you invest in a silver ETF, you technically do not own any physical silver. You own a share of the trust. To be clear, this is not the future contracts, okay, like with the COMEX. You know, a future COMEX contract is able to be delivered and you can get the physical silver or gold from the COMEX. This is just paper assets only. But it's quick and easy. And that is a big reason silver and gold ETFs have exploded in popularity and have been, you know, just hoovering up people's stimulus checks like crazy. Now, the issue with synthetic silver, as many of you already know, is that it may be, and probably is the case with ETFs, that they are highly over allocated. Okay, it's very similar in concept to what's called fractional reserve banking. I don't know if you know what that is, but basically it allows the bank to lend out far more money than they store in their vault. And They can claim that they have all the money, and if you want it, you can come and get it. Well, that works great as long as everyone doesn't want to withdraw their own cash from the bank at the same time. If they do that, the Ponzi scheme just crumbles. And that same fact exists with ETFs, that type of synthetic silver especially, like SLV or GLD for synthetic gold. I used to own SLV many years ago. I sold out of it when I started to really understand the realities of the paper markets here. I just didn't feel comfortable. And I still don't with most synthetic silver. I do have a very, very small trading position with PSLV. That's the Sprott Trust that requires all its shares to be backed 1-to-1 with physical silver. But again, that's a very small portion. I don't like putting much money into ETFs at all. I also don't really like putting my silver and gold in other people's vaults. The bottom line is that these synthetic products are an illusion of ownership, and the counterparty risk is huge. There is no substitute to owning your own physical precious metals. Real silver. All right, one more look at this. Isn't that great? Well, I can't wait to auction off all the items, but this guy is just so detailed, so cool. And if you want to get in on the auction that's going to be coming up either this Thursday or 2 weeks from this Thursday, I haven't really ironed it out with Tim because I want Tim to be a part of the live stream. If you want to be a part of it, if you want to be able to auction or bid, I should say, in the auction, you got to be a member, a Patriot Pistol member, a Maple Musket member, a Yankee Cannon member. They'll all have an opportunity to bid on this and a whole bunch of other silver coins, rounds, and bars. Don't forget to like this one. Big thumbs up would help the algorithm a lot, help get the word out. And please leave a comment down below of what you think about synthetic silver. Thanks again for watching, and I hope your day is A-OK.